Hi everyone, my name is Adrian Graves and I'm a member at Fielder Church in Arlington, Texas. And I'm going on my first ever mission trip to Cambodia, and it's in February 2016. That is right around the corner, and I didn't even realize it until I started thinking about the money that I needed to raise and everything that I needed to get done. But let me tell you a little bit about this trip and why it's so important to me. So over a year ago, my faith was really shaky. My Christianity was being challenged in every direction. And I knew I needed to turn to God. And I also knew I needed to do something about it. I needed to show that I was set in my Christianity and that my faith wasn't shaky and that I know who I belong to. So I turned to my church website and looked at mission opportunities. And one of them was Cambodia, but I was thinking, maybe I should look for something a little closer to home. It would be reasonable, right? Well, no, I clicked on Cambodia, and that is not anywhere near Arlington, Texas. I'm not sure how many of y'all know that, but it's pretty far away. But it was calling me. I read the description, and I was even more led to fill out an application for the trip because of who our church was partnered with and what their mission was. And they're partnered with Agape International Missions. And what they do is they literally are on the ground fighting the war against sex trafficking. It is devastating when you look at the statistics and where it's at. It's everywhere. But, we can't conquer it everywhere. And global missions are just as important as missions within the United States. And I'm feeling that feeling of go, go, go. Here I am and send me. I alone can't stop it. And who knows? But you know what? It's God calling people to go out there and make a difference. And I'm one of those people. So I guess why it's so important to me is because no, I wasn't sold into sex slavery. And I can't get to the depths of that because I don't have that experience. But I am a child of abuse. I was sexually abused as a child. And you can imagine, just a little bit of the things that I've gone through, how those feelings would come forward in this mission opportunity. I want to be a part of a bigger picture. I just don't know how else to explain my passion for it. When I watched the video that AIM presented, I closed my eyes and I just thought about it. Those kids that they talked about being my daughter, being my son. And I couldn't just sit there and do nothing. I couldn't settle with that. So I ask you to think of a child that you know, maybe a neighbor, maybe the kid down the street, and think if that child and how you would feel if that child were sold into sex slavery, what that might feel like. But maybe that's not close enough. Maybe you need to close your eyes and imagine that's your own son or daughter or your granddaughter or your grandson. I just go back to it. I thought of my own children and how devastated I would be if I didn't know if they were okay or if they were ever going to come home. Their lives matter. Their lives are worth it. Jesus paid a price for all of us. Some of the things that I might do while I'm there is put on a kids club for the children in the community. Spend time with the brick factory workers who are enslaved to their job. And then just be involved with other community projects that they might have going on. 10,000 or more people per year are impacted by what Agape International Missions does and with the people that they partner with. 10,000 people a year. That is significant. Just one is significant, but 10,000 is awesome. With Jesus, anything is possible. Love conquers. And I know all of that to be true. But one verse I've really been just meditating on and that really spoke to me while I was just looking up verses was Luke 4:18 through 19. And it says, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, for he has anointed me to bring good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim that captives will be released, and that the blind will see, that the oppressed will be set free, and that the time of the Lord's favor has come." I mean, I don't know about you, but that gives me hope. We're all captive in some way, but I couldn't imagine being a prisoner to something that is so disgusting, something that just hurts from the inside out and from the outside in. It's just devastating. Well, I'm making this video to get funding and to ask for your consideration for funding. So guess what that means? That means I got the approval letter, and I am super, super excited. I just hope that just a glimmer of my story and what Agape International Missions and Fielder Church aim to do just sparks something in you. If not that, the thought of it being somebody you know or your own child. So just, please consider donating to this trip. And definitely, first and foremost, please just pray. I need all the prayer that I can get. And I just want to leave you with this. I want you to think of us all as God's children, that He created us. He made beautiful images of Himself, and we're all over the world. But the life that He gives us should never, ever be for sale. I love you all, and I thank you so much for your support, for your prayers, and for your donations.